There's my wheelbarrow. There's my motorized wheelbarrow. Wait, we got to get back in here. I did whippersnip in here. Here, there's a tree I planted a few years ago. Oh, I almost killed it. Whoops. Sorry, let's start this video properly. At the dawn of time, there was a truck named Brutus. He was the Bruty of Brutuses. He's a little dirty now. This truck is hauled a battleship worth of metal, scrap metal, and is worthy of a metal king, such as myself. But Brutus had an accomplice moving all this metal, and his accomplice was a trailer. Not just any trailer. This is a 5x10 tandem axle, 3,500 pound axle, 7,000 pound, 3.5-ton trailer. Yeah, guys. So I got myself a trailer. It goes like this. So in one of my previous videos, I said I probably wouldn't be getting a trailer probably for about a year, or right at the end of the season if I was lucky. And I was talking to my buddy Paul today. We're supposed to do a fencing job, which we're going to do tomorrow. And he bought himself, or had built, a massive trailer, a 7x18 trailer. And it basically is his new big toy, right? So he has a small 4x8 trailer, and we're talking about it. And I said, yeah, well, you know, my next trailer is going to be, you know, it's going to be beast. It's going to be like 6x12 or whatever. And a brand new trailer is about $6-7 grand or whatever. Now this thing paid for that truck for Paul, okay, my buddy. This trailer helped pay for that truck. And, wait a minute, has paid that red truck, Freddie, many times in the past. And maybe, hopefully, will pay to fix up this truck here, Buck, my uncle's tribute truck, which I whippersnipped around all the boat and everything today. Thought it looked good. Note to self, do not whippersnip in socks and sandals. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. But anyway, so I got my first trailer, guys. How about that? How about that? So, anyway, I mean, it's rough, but this trailer, I'm so familiar with this trailer because I've been basically using it for the past 3 or 4 years. I've pulled it many times with Brutus. I'm going to call him a completely unpredictable name for my scrap metal trailer. I'm going to call him Scrappy. No one would ever guess I would name it that. No one. No one. And if you thought I was going to guess that name, put a thumbs up in the like, hit the like button. Because I'm sure no one's going to hit the like button because no one would have guessed I would call it Scrappy because it's a metal trailer. Who knew? Who knew? Plot thickens. Right, so anyway, yeah, so it's not perfect, but I know what I'm going to get out of it. Now, trailer like this, brand new. This trailer's been repaired many times. We break this trailer about 4 times a year. Mainly the gate. It's mainly the gate because we usually slam it down. I always put it down, but Paul used to just slam it down. He's had this since 2010, I think. Something like that. Anyway, there's 2 pins there. You pull that pin out. You pull that pin out. Thunder's already pulled this trailer many times. I've already pulled this trailer many times. That door open again? This door normally never opens. What is going on with you, Brutus? What is going on? This door has been basically locked shut for 2 or 3 years since I've had this truck. And while it's sitting here parked, it pops open. Maybe my poor truck's crying for attention. But anyway, all the dents and bruises and things, a lot of it comes from throwing metal in this, missing and hitting that. poor truck. But anyway, yeah, this is the dream team. This is Brutus and Scrappy. Like these were the 2 originals that Paul had. And again, he's had that truck, I think, since 07, and I bought it from him 2 years ago. And he's had this since 2010. And like the amount of scrap that these 2 items, like they're the greenest products on the planet. You know what I mean? And now I have it. So how much did I pay for this thing? That's probably what you're wondering. You probably say, I hope you didn't pay too much for it. Well, a new 5x10 trailer, you can go price them out. Now this one's homemade, so partially homemade. It's been modified, obviously, with this rack, which is a must-have if you want to get any sort of volume in here. It was originally a contractor trailer, but Paul like upgraded like the axles and all that stuff on it. And basically, a trailer like this would probably run you about $5,000. Yeah. Now, I'm broke as shit. I don't have $5,000. You guys know that. So, talking to Paul today, and he's like, yeah, he just did a scrap metal run this morning. He was really perturbed to find out about the 230 a ton when he only got, like it was 160 a ton where he went. But he was like, what? I can't believe that. Would have taken it to the other place. He's like, yeah, he goes, I'm going to get rid of this trailer. I'm going to put it up for sale. And he usually will do that. He did the same with the truck. He's because he knows when I'm looking for something. And I said, yeah, I'm going to probably get a, once Thunder's completely earned his keep, which he almost has, Thunder being the truck over there, I'm going to get myself a trailer and just, bite the bullet and buy the $6,000 or $8,000 trailer and just work it off, because it'll make me there's so many things I can do with a trailer, right? And he's like, well, he goes, I'm thinking of selling my trailer for $1,800. So I'm like, you just sold it. And I haven't paid for it yet, and I still have to put the plate on it, but maybe next week I'll get the plate on it. It'll be about $70-$80 or whatever, $100 to plate it. And then I've already got my first probably 3 scrap metal runs planned out for it. Now I can actually plan out big metal runs, because I now have the ability. I mean, I've hauled stove wood with this thing. I practically, I don't own it, but like I didn't own it, but it's like I've used it so much that it was just a no-brainer to buy it. So this is a perfect first trailer. It's not too small. You can carry 3 tons in it if you could get 3 tons in it. The heaviest we've ever had this thing loaded up with scrap steel was 2.25 ton. It's just you can't get the volume, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I want an even bigger trailer for later. But this is a good small trailer. For eco center jobs, I've done a ton of eco center jobs with this trailer. It was a no-brainer, $1,800. So at 160 a ton, even up here, okay. If I get 2 tons in there, we usually average about 1.5 tons to 1.5 to 1.8 tons is usually what we usually average when we do a full scrap metal run with this thing. So at 160 a ton, we'll round up to 2 tons. There's $320 a load. Okay, so $1,800. You do the math. You can see how quick this thing's going to pay for itself. Now, my dad doesn't know I bought a trailer. The funny part is this block here was over there where the other trailer that I just sold for $500, that big camper trailer, which wasn't making me money. That's going to make me money quick, but I put it over here because he needs the room to get in and out. In the wintertime, I'll probably have to back it right up, because I don't want the plow guy to run into it, because he would, but I could put it here for the winter anyway. So things are coming along. So that was an unexpected expense, and this month has been extremely expensive for me. Take care, Brutus. Your old buddy's right beside you. Got somebody to talk to now. There you go. They can reminisce about the old scrap metal runs and maybe figure out why his door keeps opening by itself. Especially the door that would never open for me. Like, that door never opens. Like, it was like jammed shut. You couldn't open that door. And it just pops open now. Whatever. So between Thunder, which Thunder is heavier built than Brutus. So Thunder has, for example, how am I doing for time? Very good. 5 leaf springs in the back, hence his high ass end. And why all my pants have the crotch ripped out of getting in out of this friggin' thing. So engine wise, same engine, same everything like that. Suspension wise, he's a little more heavy duty. I've had 3/4 ton in the back of this truck. He also has bigger tires too, which is actually harder on a vehicle, not easier, but load rating wise, you got more displacement there, right? So I had 3/4 of a ton on this, and this truck only maybe came down maybe about that much, if that. A 3/4 of a ton and I actually had a full 3/4 of a ton in there. So with that trailer and this 2 ton, 2.5 ton is going to be kind of the norm, because you got the box and the trailer, right? Because it's not a fifth wheel, so you could still utilize the 6.5 foot box for some of the smaller stuff. And if I could bring 2.5 tons, or I don't think I really want to go over 2 tons per pull, just because it's harder on your transmission and stuff like that. But that could be really cool, because now I have a truck and a trailer, and I wasn't anticipating the trailer for another 6 to 8 months, maybe even a year, and I got it. So I'm ahead on my business. So early this month, the whippersnipper. Now the trailer. Scrappy and Thunder. Yeah, the dream team. But it's kind of nostalgic that Brutus and Scrappy get to sit beside each other one more time. Well, probably several more times, because that's where I'm going to park the trailer. So they'll spend lots of time together. Don't worry about them. Anyway, yeah, there you go. I got a trailer. The Metal King has his first trailer. How handsome am I? I know, you could say it. You could say it. That's a handsome man with a nice truck and a nice trailer. Right on.